Hi, I'm Penny Gomez, and welcome to Pop, Penny on Point, with profiles on persons of interest. This is a show where you get to know some of your favorite personalities so much better, and we don't leave you out of the action. We leave clues for you on our social media before the show so you can guess who's going to come on the show. And one lucky person who guesses correctly, well, there's a prize with your name on it, compliments of the National Flour Mills. We are still in Blue Range for this episode, getting lots of love from here, and you know how it goes. Are you ready? Because guess what? I hear a doorbell. Are you ready? Let's see who's at the door. Hey, it's Winston Gypsy Peters. Welcome to Pop.
Hi, my dear.
I want to call your family, and we'll have to explain to them why that is. But you ready to pop with us?
I'm ready
Let's
to
go.
pop.
Let's go. Let's go. Listen, people, I have a joke for you. You know, normally we surprise our guests to say who's coming on. I got a surprise of my life with this guest today, Winston Gypsy Peters. Turns out that we are related, and we didn't know. Shocking.
Yes.
The Peters, my mother, you know, now passed, Sylvia Peters. I asked him, are you related to Eunice Peters, who happens to be my cousin? He said, of course, that's my cousin. I said, but she's my cousin. You know, and it went from there, only to also realize that even the producer, Colin Grace, happens to be your cousin.
Yes.
And it's just a whole family love affair.
That's good, and I'm happy to be here. Happy to be here.
Happy to have you
Very
here,
happy.
family.
Very happy, family.
You wear so many hats. You worn so many hats. You're a powerhouse when it comes to culture. Minister of Culture. You know, you are currently the chairman of the National Carnival Commission. Of course, biggest festivals, you're managing that.
Vice President of COT.
Vice President of COT, lest I forget that one.
The
Chairman
of TUCO.
Yes, of that. And of course, you are an artist in your own right. Extempo champion.
Yes.
I mean...
13 times, actually.
13, yeah. Let me count. 13 times.
Yes.
A powerhouse. Would you say that you've made it?
Well, I think in a lot of ways I have. Given where I came from and given where I am, I would think that I have made it, yes.
So I'm a Yarra boy. When you used to be pelting stones and trying to pick mango from the tree in Mayara,
Much more
did
than
you
that,
think?
Much more.
But it's a friendly show, so we wouldn't say the much more.
Yes.
But,
I was fish collecting bottles, collecting coconuts, cracking coconuts, digging out coconuts, selling coconuts, pulling seine, catching fish.
An
So
entrepreneur.
a fisherman and all of that. An entrepreneur.
And when you were
selling bottles.
when you were selling bottles, when you were doing all of those things, did you ever think that one day I would actually reach to be a minister of culture, to be there steering that whole cultural vision for your country?
Well, you'd be surprised to know that while I was doing all of that, and there are people there who were still in Mayara who will attest to the fact that I did say to them that I am only here doing this with you guys for a while, because remember at that time I was still 13 and 14 and stuff. And I am going to be going to Hollywood and England. That was my dream. My dream was to go to Hollywood and to go to England and to be a singer in all the bright lights and stuff of the world.
So you were dreaming it possible from then, as the people say.
Yes.
From then.
My life was always centered around thinking what I should be and what I will be and all of that. And you know, I live my life. I have lived my life. You know, there's a country song that say, I live the kind of life most men have only dream of. I make a living writing songs.
Why am I not surprised that you would just break into song? You strike me as that kind of person who'll be talking, and suddenly
I do
something
that
that
all the
happens.
time.
You do it all the time.
Children ask me that, you can't say nothing without singing.
Without
for us."
singing, because it's in you.
But you see, and basically everything that you talk about, there's a song that fits in there.
Yes.
And I'm old enough to know.
Life is a
most of them.
song, as the people say.
So the thing about it is
Of
that-
all the accolades and the positions that you've held, which one has been most meaningful or is most meaningful to you?
Calypsonian.
Calypsonian, that particular mantle.
Yes.
Yes, why?
Because I'm a Calypsonian, right? Everything else came about, everything else fell in place. Everything else came after that. And I'm not deluding myself that if I wasn't a Calypsonian, and the type of Calypsonian that I am, nothing else would happen.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what it is. Calypsonian, that's the most important.
When did you realize that you had a gift for extempo?
Since I was a child, I didn't know if it was extempo or whatever it was, but I had this uncanny way of singing. I started my career at 4 years old, by the way. And even then, I was able to do all the things that I do in terms of making up little songs. The first song I ever sang at 4 years old, I wrote it myself. I made it up myself.
Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Because if you could remember four, because I certainly
Oh,
can't
I remember it.
Yeah, tell me. Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
People may think that this is strange, right? But
Yeah.
I remember things when I was 3 years old.
Right. But let's hear the song at 4.
Teresa was mad here in Trinidad. She went to BG. She danced with a fry monkey. She went to Tobago. She danced with a male kobo. Now she eating some big rat like a garapat. That was my song.
At 4.
And I was 4 years old. But those are words that I guess I heard people saying.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
just put it together.
And I'm afraid to ask now who was Teresa, because poor Teresa.
It was nobody.
It was just somebody you made up. But thank God for that, because
It was nobody. It was just anything. It was just a name, really. It wasn't anybody that I consciously, like I did in years after that, consciously wrote a song about somebody or
Yes.
somebody inspired it. It wasn't inspired by anybody per se. It was just an inspiration as a 4-year-old
No,
singing whatever, doing whatever came naturally.
now you've obviously, I know that you're a proud Trinbagonian, but you've also lived overseas for a number of years.
A lot of them.
What would you, if you had to really think about our culture and perhaps it resonating with people, because you lived in the US, in the US, what would you say is what needs to happen?
Well, I don't think that anything else needs to happen. I think that our culture have permeated the world, actually. The greatest aspect of our culture that has had the greatest effect on the world is our carnival. Because our carnival is a powerful instrument. It's
It
a
is.
powerful cultural instrument. It's an instrument of expression that lends itself to people all over the world wanting to express themselves in the manner that we express ourselves. To us, it comes naturally. To them, it's adapted, and they have adapted it properly, and all over the world. Carnival is the greatest export that we have out of Trinidad and Tobago, not oil and gas and anything else. Everybody do that who have it. But we have exported, this little country have exported the type of carnival that we know now to the world,
But
and keep on
arguably-
expressing it.
Arguably, people are always, there is a concern out there that the adaptations are perhaps overtaking the original, where this has come from and where it's been centered. How do you feel about that?
Well, you see, people in Trinidad and Tobago, I think it's insatiable. Their copying attitude is insatiable. And anything that we see, we want to be that. That's why Trinidad and Tobago's identity can never be stable. We don't have a stable identity. One time we was the land of the hummingbird, then we was the land of steel pan and calypso. Now we're the land of soca. Then we might be the land of whatever tomorrow morning, depending on what the people.
But maybe that's the whole fluidity of the thing, right?
And maybe it is, and maybe it might be working for us. I don't know. But when you look at Jamaica, Jamaica is very stoic in whatever their expression,
track, yes.
their expression of their cultural expression or their country identity is. Trinidad is not like that. We have a multifaceted identity, and our multifaceted identity, I'm not sure whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, but that's what we have, and that's what we are. Today we is this, tomorrow we is that, depending on what comes about, you know.
What do you want your legacy to be?
That
Let's
I have
say
done the
20 years
best.
from now, to me, you give up your chairmanship, you're doing whatever, and you're there in Mayaro, grilling fish.
That I've
When
done the best that I have, the
done the
best that I
best that you
can
have.
for humanity.
For humanity.
Yes.
Okay.
And I love my country.
Hey, that is obvious.
No, not everybody do. You'd be surprised to know. I had occasion to be flying out of this country one day with a man who had just gotten his papers to live away, right?
Green card.
And when he got on the airport, he spat on the floor and say, "I will never come back to this country. Never, ever." I don't know if he ever did. I didn't I
But
couldn't
it's
say that I
okay if he
knew him.
didn't, yeah.
I couldn't say that I knew the man like personally, but in talking in there and whatever. And then when we left, before he got on the plane, he spat on the tarmac and said, because in them days we didn't have the long fingers and that to go on plane. So.
But I hope he's relented and he's changed your mind because you
Well,
know,
I'm not hoping anything. I'm worried about people like that changing their
Yes.
minds.
Okay.
Because he might be changing his mind for a different reason to destabilize my country. And I let him stay wherever he is. I'm cool with that.
Yes, well, you
but
know
I
what?
love my country because when
Yes.
even when I lived away, when I live permanently away, because the truth be told is I would never not live away. I am intertwined with a foreign country in ways that I will never be able to extricate myself. But the fact remains is that my country, my Trinidad and Tobago, is my Trinidad and Tobago, regardless to what.
And your Trinidad and Tobago is my Trinidad and Tobago, and we love our sweet tea and tea.
Yes.
You're only getting started. We have a surprise for you because I don't know if you know anything about the show, but I told you just to come. He came, he wore comfortable clothing.
That's what
but
you said.
That's what I said. And we're going to get even more comfortable. We have a surprise for you just after this next break. You ready for it?
Well, I'm ready. I live a life in a state of readiness.
Okay, well, we'll see if he's really ready for this right after the break. See you then.
Plug into Plus. With Digital Plus, you get simply more speed to enjoy super fast fiber internet, more features that put you in control, more reliability to surf, stream, and share with no interruptions. Plus, more power with a better Wi-Fi connection in every room to connect all your devices to your smart home. Plug into Plus, the home fiber network that gives you more. Digital Plus. Sign up today.
Trinidad and Tobago, since we first met, you knew it was love at first sight. We've grown your trust by ensuring you're always connected. From TNT's first fiber to the home network to true 4G LTE connectivity. No matter how far you roam, no matter how you choose to be connected, Digicel is always close by, and we've always invested in you. That's why our greatest achievement will always be you. Digicel, we're better together.
We're back from break, and you know how we do it. Always a surprise in store for our guests. Today's no different. You ready?
Yeah.
You better be, because guess what?
I'm ready.
Guess what?
Guess what?
I hear a doorbell. Let's see. Let's see who's come to join us. Carl Beaver Henderson. Your people.
You couldn't have a better surprise.
That's your boy.
Of course.
That's your boy.
For many years.
For many years. Welcome to Pop.
Partners in musical crime.
Welcome to Pop. I've spoken to you on the phone a few times. I don't even know if you remember.
Yes, I
Yes. And both powerhouses. So happy to have both of you on Pop. And I know that you have a long-standing friendship.
Very much.
And you've worked together.
Very much.
And we really wanted him to be a part of this because, you know, he
I'm
can tell us
happy.
the things about, you can tell us some things about him, I know. And I'm sure vice
Certain things we
versa.
can't say publicly.
I can well imagine.
Yeah.
But tell us, what was it like working together?
Actually, one of the most memorable experiences we had actually was working under the restrictions of the coup in 1990, remember?
Yes.
We were at Artist Studio. I was working on 2 albums simultaneously. Denise Plummer's Carnival Killer album and his album. And we were all locked in studio. You know.
Couldn't go nowhere.
Right.
Yeah.
Really?
no.
No, I don't even know if people know that, of course, you know, accomplished artist, but that he's also producer wearing that hat.
Oh, no,
So
he's more than accomplished.
he's more than that,
More than
definitely.
More than accomplished.
No, I mean, of course,
Musical-
we've gone back. We're in studio. We on stage.
We everywhere.
Different bands. I've accompanied him. I mean, I've worked from the days of Sparrow, Kitchener, Shadow. But he doesn't look the age, but Winston too, from that era.
I think that you have worked with just about everybody.
Everybody.
Everybody, well respected, well
and
respected.
And not only that, on different genres of music.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the important thing. This
Yeah.
is ultra talented. Let me tell you something. One night not too long ago, this must be was about 5 years ago. I was coming up the road. There's a song I wanted to make a little mischief with. And we were coming up the road, and when I reached up by the Caroni, the bird sanctuary, I say, man, I going straight by this. Let me go to my friend and record this. You know.
One time.
Carl Beaver. I said, listen, where you? He said, wait, me, hold me somewhere about the place, whatever. I said, listen, I have a song that I need to record now. I want to record this song now because I had to release this song tomorrow. And we went to the studio immediately.
What song was that, by the way?
As a matter of fact, we wrote this song in the studio.
In the studio.
What song is it? Now you have me intrigued.
I wrote a song called Ni Makaram. I don't know if you ever heard it.
Of course.
It was a
Good.
campaign song.
But that song was done right there from an idea to the song in the studio.
From the phone call.
Finish it in just a couple
Phone call, while on the way to the studio,
Yes,
writing,
yes.
finish writing in the studio, produce, and release the next
And
day.
that's
That's how
because
great
both
this
of you
man-
gel.
But we were always like that before.
No, no.
Always like
we have
that.
that chemistry.
But
We
that
have
that kind of thing, that is what we do. That
No, our relationship is like, I know him as an artist, I know him as a businessman, I know him as a politician, and I know him as a lineman partner. Actually, it's really the third piece missing, you know, the Three Musketeers. Errol P.
Who's missing?
Errol is missing.
Errol Peru.
Yes,
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
When three of us get together,
There's no
you will
stopping
laugh,
you all.
you
Stay
will laugh
away.
your
Every
guts
minute you
open.
laugh.
Yeah. How
How do you
guaranteed.
think the music industry has changed? You know, there's obviously a cohesion. When I listen to you or speak, do you think that people are a little bit more in doing their solo things and it's not as, there isn't that cohesion that we think could produce more memorable performances and albums?
I would say to you, right, that in every generation of musician or athlete or artist, whatever you are, you would have a certain amount of gelling among certain people because not everybody's chemistry work the same way. So you would find that chemistry among certain people in every era of the music or anything that you do for that matter. You might find two athletes, even though they might be competitive against each other all the time, but they are best. Something about them just gel. You understand? Well, you will find the same thing in music. You'll have about 30, 40, 50, but among that, you might find 3, 4, 5 that would always have that kind of chemistry. But we are that kind of chemistry.
What about stagecraft? Because I know that you, and he's right, you performed in not only soca genre, all sorts of other types of music as well. And when you look at people and performances now, do you think they're crazy? Do you think what's happening in terms of performance and how it's
Crazy?
presented? Yes.
Oh, they ain't crazy like me.
Oh, well, I know you've done some wild things in terms of your performances.
Crazy now is not my kind of crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
So you think it's been toned down?
Very much so.
That is an interesting perspective. Do you agree with him?
Totally. Totally. But you know, we came from an era where that
It was
form
more performance.
of more you have your
Yeah.
performance, and more than that, it's a
More
performance.
artistic.
It's a performance with an identity.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, that performance had an identification attached to it. Now you don't have that. Like, I am hard pressed to not see and listen to a lot of the artists that we have now and know who it is performing.
And you know you're right, because when we think about it, so many artists come and then they sort of fade away. But yet still, names like the Gypsies and the Carl Beaver Henderson still resonating with us. What is the difference?
What I've learned in life is this, and actually one of my main mentors in life, which was Hubert Allen at Royal Bank, told me, your best asset in life is experience.
Of course.
That's what we have on the rest of them.
Experience. The stick to it.
No, but let me tell you, that is why it wasn't difficult for me to transition from musician to performer to producer. I am mainly now produce shows, and I use a lot of technology.
You're a
But
big
that-
time promoter and a big time
Yeah, but the thing is, come from being on stage.
Yeah.
That's where the craft came from. Because, like, for instance, in the 80s, what we did was we actually, every time we hit stage, we produced a show.
Yes.
So, like with Fireflight, in other words, we were the first band to come with our own stage set, backdrops, lighting, and stuff. So it came from all that, and that developed through the years. And what was in those days, even though my stage set was identifiable, somebody like Gypsy or Shadow will come and fit into that with their identity and, you know, create that total show. So we all developed that craft from the 70s and 80s.
Yes.
Yeah. Look
But
at
now
you,
artists
distinguished.
basically just run on stage and do the thing and run back off.
The artistry is missing, perhaps.
Artistry.
Yeah,
Well, you
yeah.
know what? Because you'll have so much artistry, and I feel so pleased and to be a part of in your presence of two distinguished gentlemen in the arts. But I wanted to take it to the stage.
That's a nice way of calling us.
Of course.
Too old, but.
I didn't say that.
fellas,
Those words did not come out of my mouth at all.
I am proud, you know, when people say that I'm
Exactly.
old. I am very proud.
But I never said that.
Because in this day of 25 years old people at 70, old, that I feel proud. Call me that. I tell people
Look
my
at
age
you.
all the time.
Oh, look at you.
Love it.
Oh, we wish.
I love it.
Actually,
Look at
I'm
you.
in the celebration of the next year of my 70th also.
Yes.
So actually, you're gonna be part of it. Actually, I'm doing my biggest show next year for my 70th, which is gonna be celebrating my career and all the people I've worked with and interacted with. So to reach this point of 70 is a privilege.
It is.
It is a privilege.
is.
And not only that,
Because we have
want
lost
to
so many
celebrate
friends.
and be able to do the same things that you're accustomed
Exactly.
doing.
Because we have lost so many friends along the way. To reach us is a blessing.
Yes, and we thank God that you're still with us and still performing magic on and off the stage.
Proud to
But-
be all back.
Love in the house, love in the house. So, gentlemen, I want to go to a segment that we call Pop-Up Flop, because you know when you spoke about artistry and on the stage and your stagecraft, couldn't beat it. So we want to get your ideas of some pieces that we've put together for you and to tell us whether it's a pop or flop.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's go with this one. Can you see yourselves wearing this on the stage? Pop or flop?
I can see myself wearing it depend on what I'm doing. If I'm singing about the priest or if I'm singing about some kind of religious thing, then
I know you don't like this.
it's good for that.
No, trust me.
You don't like it.
No. That is what I will call a temporary outfit. That is an opening outfit to remove, to reveal.
Because remember, he did a lot of that. He used to,
Yeah.
there was a lot of that with him. Okay, next one. Woo!
That looks like one of my old Fireflight outfits.
I tell you, I know that. Yes.
Actually, I had something like that, but instead of red and gold, it was red and silver.
I've had plenty.
You've
clothes.
had many of that.
Many clothes. Yeah.
What about this? Cape and all.
Cape and never wore that kind of cape.
Gypsy's like, I know about the cape.
No, that
Everything else except the cape.
Everything but the cape.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Cape is a
good.
slow down on stage. Oh, yeah.
this is an everyday thing.
This is a.
Yeah.
That's in my everyday closet.
Springtime, you just wow.
Yeah.
This is fantastic.
This is a pop
Yeah,
I do
that's
have-
stage wear.
stage
I,
wear.
I still wear things like that.
What about this?
I look like Michael.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was, I would say that was really late 80s kind of look.
Oh, he's actually naming the decade.
There was
Yeah.
an era.
So this a pop?
Yeah, this year.
Okay. Good.
Oh, this was, all right, this is something that I used to actually wear somewhere in the mid to late 80s. It was, what was it, the Miami look.
Yeah.
Miami Vice.
Miami Vice look.
Vice.
Right.
Got it.
It's all right.
Yes, with the vest underneath.
So actually,
I'll give it a pop.
If you look at
Give
the
it a
era when
pop.
I was doing scouting for talent, those were the kind of things I was wearing.
Okay.
Give it a pop.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. this
I think
little
it's like
floppish.
an independent outfit.
An independent outfit.
I don't know.
But
I don't know what that means, an independent. It's a flop then, right?
You know, independent day.
Not for
Independence
stage.
Day. Not for stage. A little bit too much, even for you. This is your thing, man. This
This is
one
my
here.
thing. I would still wear that.
Yes, correct.
That's performance.
Yeah, I would still wear that.
Mm,
That looked like a clown outfit.
yeah, a little crazy on the loud.
Clown.
I could see you in that.
Not that.
Minus the tie.
I couldn't see me in that.
No. No, not all, so many colors.
That's so many colors, way too much.
Yeah, but he described it well as a clown.
Yeah, it looked
Yeah.
like a clown outfit.
That's easy for stage.
That's easy. Okay, so. All right, there you go. Well, you have your 70th coming up, 70th coming up. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that maybe one of these things will inspire you and we will see you on stage with them. You never know.
Put it this way, I've already seen things that's already going to be my 70th.
Ooh, because you know you're the master planner, master producer, master performer. So we're looking forward to
Those
that.
things are still relevant to me because I still wear it.
Yes, of course, of course. Well, gentlemen, this has been, you are both very chill. But you know what? I don't know if you're chill in the kitchen.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know. I know you live Mayaro, that you catch fish, you talk about pulling seine, but can you cook the fish? Can you cook the fish?
I want to be totally honest with you.
Sound like a
I am not too big on cooking.
Okay, well.
I don't like cooking. Let me tell you why I don't like cooking, right? I can't see myself being hungry and cooking nothing.
Because you're not supposed to cook when you're hungry. You're supposed
That's
to cook
what it is.
before.
I think in order for me to cook, I'm out to go and start to cook just when I'm finished
Finish eating the
I'm
last
gonna
meal.
start-
After breakfast,
And
you have
after
to
I'm
start.
finished eating, I will be motivated to cook nothing. Cooking is not one of my strong points. I really
Well, you
don't
know
like
what? That is unfortunate because guess what? When we come back after the break, you two guys are heading to the kitchen.
To the kitchen?
To the kitchen.
Got food
Kitchen
there?
challenge is up next.
No,
that food?
actually, I'm a breakfast person.
Well, then, you know, well, we'll see what you do with the things provided to you. Guys, I think you need to stay tuned for this one because plenty mouth between the both of them. But I want to see if I could taste their hand.
Lord,
and then
They didn't warn me about this one.
I didn't want to about nothing here.
we'll see you after the break.
What she did tell me was a show of surprise.
We'll see you after the break.
Trinidad and Tobago, since we first met, you knew it was love at first sight. We've grown your trust by ensuring you're always connected. From TNT's first fiber to the home network to true 4G LTE connectivity. No matter how far you roam, no matter how you choose to be connected, Digicel is always close by, and we've always invested in you. That's why our greatest achievement will always be you. Digicel, we're better together.
The lounge is quite comfortable, the aesthetics is exceptional, the service is excellent.
It is my first time being in the lounge and it is really quite lovely.
And we're back on Pop, and I don't know what it is about this kitchen segment. It is getting harder and harder to give away this little trophy. So here I thought, you know, having these two grand gentlemen next to me, that Mayaro special and Mr. Beaver Henderson himself, that I could get some kind of niceness in the kitchen. But now I hear this one has a tank of gas at home, 15 years.
Never used.
Never used. So that tells you everything. But it's a challenge, and I'm still hopeful to give away that trophy. So this is a challenge here. We have some nice flat, I want to call it a kind of sada roti in front of us there, made with ibis, premium flour. And what I want you to do is use a tower. That's right. Heat it up for me there. Do a flip of whatever you want to do. And you are filling it with something that looks scrumptious. You can choose anything. You can decide to go with your Vienna sausages, your tuna, or your sardines. Anything that you want to use, you fill it up.
Sardines, so I think that
fill it up.
sardine
But
I'll go too.
and it looks like it's cooked already, the easy way out for him. But remember, please, this is the thing. You need to use, for this particular thing here, in the mixture, some sort of Angostura bitters has to be used in there, your secret ingredient.
Oh, well, good.
Okay?
That's good.
So I'm going to leave it up to you. You have to share this particular towel, heat it up, and I'm going to come back and do the taste test and see if there's any of you are worthy of taking home this pop
You have to
trophy.
in my case, you have to do like Putin on there. You know, Putin will bring a man to taste before you. He alive after
And
that.
you know what? I want to agree with you on that very, very strongly. I'm going to take that under advisement. So I'm going to leave you, gentlemen. Please chat amongst yourselves, between yourselves, while you are doing that. Okay. And everything that you need is there. If you need to fry up anything, oil there, everything there.
All right.
Okay.
Okay.
Gypsy, what are you really doing here, boy?
I would like to know, but let's try. I'm gonna see. Okay. So you gotta find a name for this thing, what you're making?
That's correct. Okay. Name your dish.
Okay. Sardine in a kind of miaro sauce.
I'll call mine frufrula. All right, what are we going to do? Have my hands on like this.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I think I have to do the same thing here.
Hands.
Occupied with your dishes, but let me get some conversation going now.
No, well, we try and
focus.
You're focusing.
Focus.
Oh boy, I have to win this trophy.
You have to win this trophy, but the people watching at home want to hear you talk through your dish.
Okay. Well, what I'm doing here
Winston, I want you to win this so your reputation.
And I
very much at stake.
Because I can't help mine.
my reputation is already shattered with this. I'm in real trouble here. Okay. I think I should put a little bit of this here. This looks like all-purpose seasoning. All right? I know that much, huh? And I know I do like to use something named, I was told I mustn't use something named Ajinomoto. I know if you find that in only Chinese thing.
Yeah, Ajinomoto.
Okay, so...
Right, so we're good here with this.
I need to get that Angostura.
Which one do you want? Let me help you.
I want the original.
The original coming at you. There you go.
Good, thank you. I put a dash.
Right.
I can dash it all over the place.
Nice.
Angostura with sardines. That's new.
That's a new one, right? So, and this is called sardine in a kind of miaro sauce. Good. So let me get some of this here. That would add some thickness to it.
You may want to be mindful that there's a sada roti on the tower that may be burning.
Okay.
We can fix that.
And mind you have none on there yet.
Also, we could put more than one side.
Well, it's only one. He has one and you have one.
Okay.
I'll put one for you.
All right, thank you very much.
Partnership.
Thank you very much. Collaboration is cool. And when you have more than one expert in the kitchen.
There are actually no experts in the kitchen.
We only war on stage. Once we're off stage, we don't war.
Great. So,
All right, well,
this.
I have everything on it. And Angostura, which one should I use? What's that purple cover one?
That is orange.
Orange is orange?
Yes.
Purple is which one?
Cocoa.
Cocoa, no. Cocoa and tuna will not work. I'll go traditional.
Okay. All right, gentlemen.
Okay.
Don't forget your sada roti on the tower, please.
No. I think mine has been a bit good. Good.
I owe you all for this surprise, huh?
Good. But this is really a surprise. And this it's a good surprise.
Is this a plate for delivery?
Yes, please plate when you're done.
Okay. That's yours?
Yeah, this is
Well,
yours.
pass mine for me too, no?
It's partnership.
Partner. So this is a wrap?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
It's a wrap.
I want to see the face of the person eating it. And All right. I think you don't have pepper sauce here. Angostura pepper sauce. Come on, Angostura.
You know, maybe Angostura should go into making pepper sauce after this.
Come on, Angostura.
I hope you're not saying that you think you need pepper sauce in this, huh?
Boy, I might need a source of inspiration.
Thing is, I didn't use all the tuna, not knowing it was a wrap.
All right, so gentlemen, let me join you
All right.
again.
Right.
All right, who do I eat from first? Do I eat from the man who's never used a tank of gas for 15 years?
I think you should
No,
try.
first
Do I eat from the man?
First you say a prayer.
Do I eat from the man who only does breakfast items? Okay, I am scared. I don't know. I'm going to go in the middle.
Yeah.
Go to the middle.
Oh,
All right. I'm taking a little end here.
okay.
Okay.
You know, your thing look like something that's by something.
For something that was actually on the, you know what I mean, on the tower, it's not very hot.
It's not very hot. I find beef
Oh, boy.
like something that's by someplace.
Oh boy.
All right, there we go.
Okay.
Sardine in a kind of mayo sauce wrap.
All right. So, this is well done sada.
Yeah, boy.
You need a stick.
You need some help? You want a saw? Come, let me assist you here with it. Since it's my stuff that you know I'm trouble to cut. No, you have to put some of this sardine in there. Right,
Thank you. Thank you so much. Okay. Let's see how this tastes.
I must be a better chef than somebody else who's been on this show before.
Okay. We have a winner. Guess who's won, guys? If you had to choose, who would you choose? The man from Mayara or the man from, where are you claiming to be from? Which part of Trinidad?
Mars.
Mars is not a place in Trinidad.
I'm in St. James.
St. James. All right, let me just get my hands on that trophy. Just pass that trophy there for me.
There you go.
Your trophy's finding you home today.
Beaver coming by you.
The trophy is making its way from Blue Range today and it's heading to Mayaro.
Oh, what a chef. Chef Gypsy from Mayaro.
The man who can't cook.
Chef Fifi.
The man who heard when there was a kitchen challenge started to shiver
I
and
did.
give us all sorts of stories.
I did.
Is walking away with what? Sardine in a Mayaro sauce.
Sardine in
Tell
a
me
Mayaro
that is
sauce.
nothing to put in some sort of book, recipe book.
I'm going to try
Congrats,
to do it
my
now for
friend.
real.
Yeah, he's going to cook it
Sardine
for
in a
real
Mayaro.
this time.
No, can you duplicate it?
This is the thing. This is the thing.
It didn't take much cooking.
It didn't take much. Thank God for that. So, you know, guys, I can report that obviously I'm still alive and well.
Very
and congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. I'm elated. I thank you very much for cooking
Don't
my
worry.
first public meal and getting something to show.
She ate it with a prayer.
I ate it with a prayer. You have a chance to redeem yourself.
I think the prayer was there.
I think so. You have a chance to redeem yourself, however, may come back from the break because, you know, another challenge coming your way. Ready for it, guys?
Oh, we have a next challenge?
Oh, yeah, for sure. So we'll see you.
I must admit that this is a very challenging show.
We'll see you all right after the break.
Trinidad and Tobago, since we first met, you knew it was love at first sight. We've grown your trust by ensuring you're always connected. From TNT's first fiber to the home network to true 4G LTE connectivity. No matter how far you roam, no matter how you choose to be connected, Digicel is always close by, and we've always invested in you. That's why our greatest achievement will always be you. Digicel, we're better together.
Plug into Plus. With Digicel Plus, you get simply more speed to enjoy super fast fiber internet, more features that put you in control, more reliability to surf, stream, and share with no interruptions. Plus, more power with a better Wi-Fi connection in every room to connect all your devices to your smart home. Plug into Plus, the home fiber network that gives you more. Digicel Plus. Sign up today.
We're back from Pop, and I have been having fun with these two gentlemen. If you want to have a belly full of laughs, get them together. That's all I'm telling you.
It wasn't me.
It was you.
It wasn't me either.
The stories that you have between you all, it's just amazing. And you have told me about some things where you have, done some jingles for people where you got your first big set of U.S. money. And I want you to tell us a story again so that the viewers can hear this.
Well, I was performing in Hyannisport, which is just off Boston, and that's also where I met the Kennedys, and I became friend with one of them, Senator, and I met this gentleman there, and because I was extempoing and stuff, he said to me that can I do a commercial for him? And I tell him yes. He asked me when. I said I could do it now if you want me to. And when he told me what it was about, I just went ahead and make it.
He was probably shocked, right? He said, what do you mean you can do it now? He doesn't know that we have it like that in
And I got
Trinidad.
$75,000. That was the nice thing about it.
75,000 US.
Yes.
75,000 US.
Yes.
Okay, and you remember the jingle to this day?
Yeah, I remember.
We had to hear it. Tell us.
Well, I don't know if I could do a free jingle for them like that. I don't know if I should.
Well, do it for me then. Do it for me.
I did it for you
Yes,
already.
but they didn't hear it.
But I don't know if I want to do it publicly for that. There are certain stipulations for certain things.
Oh, yes.
In terms of the
And since we don't have another $75,000 to pay you.
to pay me and for me to pay the lawyer.
For you to pay the lawyer too.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, this jingle was one of the best ones.
But I did a couple of jingles, I did a couple of jingles through the years. I did for TCB and I did for Levi's. I did quite a few.
Actually, TCB. You and I
we did that.
Yeah,
because he was writing them, but he was producing it.
Yeah,
That's how it went, right?
did it.
Collaboration.
that was an era actually. My hair, we were both TCB products. Jerry Curl, we were both Jerry Curl at the same
The
time.
Jerry Curl era.
Yes.
We were both
Wait,
endorsees
I
of
remember
TCB.
that.
So I did quite a bit of jingles in my lifetime. Yes.
What are some of the most appreciated collaborations that you've done? With
Well,
other
we worked on
people?
quite a few of them. We worked on quite a bit of them, and I think that all of them were good. But I try to tell you about this last thing that we did. The last jingle that we did, to me, it was kind of, but it's not a jingle, it's a song. I wrote a song between the Caroni Bridge and his studio, right? And the song was called Nimakaram. And
It was a campaign song.
it was a song that I did to do some harm to a political party and its leader and all of that. And I think that was the most, to me. I mean, we have done more commercially significant songs, but in terms of a song, something that you did with immediacy to
It
bring
happened
about.
within an hour, actually.
Within an hour.
A phone call, I'm on my way to you.
Yeah.
All right. Power up your computer.
That's it.
By the time you reach, something written, within an hour, written, recorded, and
And ready for the next morning.
And with gentlemen with such storied past, and when you think about all the accomplishments, what if you had to look to the future and say, I want to work with somebody, I want to do a collab with somebody, who would you want to do it with?
In my case, I would collaborate with anybody who has the potential, really. We have a lot of nice, good young singers.
Oh, so you would want to go with somebody young?
I will go with anybody, but you know, yes, it's always good when you can lend experience
Pay forward.
to contemporary singer or whatever, and they lend their contemporary thing to yours.
Okay.
And but I will do it with anybody who I believe the work is a significant piece.
That's the politically correct answer. You see what he doing? You tell me now, who would you want to do a collab with?
She's throwing back in politics.
Yeah.
No. Again, being creative. Again, we come from this, what they call old school, which to me is the only school. Once you're talented, I'll do a collab with you. There are quite a few young artists who are pointing in the right direction. I will tend to, reverse it. I will tend to not go with somebody who is minimalistically musical. Put it that way. Because as a musician, I tend to challenge myself musically. So if somebody cannot challenge me musically, it's less of an incentive for me.
And do you find that the younger artists, are they willing to take advice from you all? Or they're like, leave, we do our own thing, we have to chart our own path?
Some don't. But when you look back, when we were teenagers, we were the same thing.
Yeah, we would take.
We were rebellious in our own way.
Every generation shaped the world, their world, to suit themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that's the kind of shaping that we see. The world that they're shaping it. I mean, we would say they're no good. We would say we don't like it, because I hear some things that I hear, and I really. But when you listen to the young people talk about it and dissect it for you about how good it is, they almost want to convince you. So,
it's just a different generation.
Yeah.
I mean, all right, let me point out one piece of talent. Actually, I interviewed him sometime last year, who has a lot of potential. It's a guy called Young Brother. As a matter of fact, and I think for the first time, started to enter the calypso arena.
Young Brother is a Trinidad artist.
Yeah. But he is in a slightly different space. And if you understand his story, he has a very strong mother who kind of guides him. In other words, it's like, keep on the straight and narrow, no matter what you do.
Yes.
And I've noticed that with him, and I've been following what he's doing. And again, it comes from that kind of family background, even though he's a single mother, but she has a strong family kind of guidance on him. Keep him straight up. So I'm keeping an eye on him.
You're keeping an eye. Okay, that's good. So, gentlemen, I want to go to a segment now called Rapid Fire. And we also have a segment on the show called Rum Talk, but you all don't drink, I know. So we're going to put rapid fire into that.
Well, I go for kind of no problem for talk about rum.
No, we hang around rum drinkers.
You appreciate the spirits, but you're not ingesting. Yeah. Okay, so you have to just answer these questions very quickly, right? Whatever comes to mind.
Rapid.
So let's start. Football or cricket?
Cricket.
In a fete, live band or DJ?
Live band.
Yeah. Curry crab and dumplings or curry crab and provisions?
Curry crab and provision.
Provision, you all really think alike. iPhone or Android?
iPhone.
Android.
Indoor gym or outdoor workouts?
Outdoor workouts.
And do you prefer to WhatsApp message or phone call?
WhatsApp message.
It depends. It depends who it is.
Right.
Yeah.
WhatsApp.
If you're not so good with the person, send me a message.
Yeah.
Business.
Don't be calling me on the phone.
Initially, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Benny ball or Benny stick?
Benny stick for me.
Benny stick.
Beach or pool?
Beach.
Sunrise or sunset?
Sunset.
Sunrise.
Sunrise. That's the Mayaro in you.
I wrote a song about it.
Yeah.
I wrote a song called Mayaro Sunrise.
You're going up Trinidad or down Trinidad? If you're in Tobago, do you say you're going up Trinidad or you're
I'm going down to Trinidad.
Going down.
Going down, okay. And boat or plane for you?
Well, plane.
Depends where you're going.
Plain. Both take too long, but plain.
Plain, okay.
If I just-
Sugar cake or tulum?
Tulum for me.
Tulum.
Yeah, I love a sugar cake. Cat or dog?
Dogs.
Dogs.
Dogs, yeah. And horseback riding or jet ski?
Jet ski.
Walk.
Well, you're not even getting close to horse or jet ski.
Jet ski.
I love jet ski.
All right, and would you have a curried goat or would you do pet goats? You currying the goat and eating it, or you getting a little pet goat in
I'm
the
a
back?
pet the goat.
You had a farm
Yes, I did. And I'm a pet the goat. I not...
because you're not on meat.
No, I don't eat no meat.
I'll carry the goat.
I listen. I'm with you. I'm currying that goat. I
No.
was currying that goat. Yes.
I'm a pet him.
Right. Okay. And treadmill or savannah run?
Savannah.
Savannah. Outside.
Savannah all the way. Okay. All right. Well, guys, you know what? You nailed this. You certainly did.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we're going to take one more break and come back. When we
Okay.
come back, guys, do not miss this because we have two of the megastars when it comes to local culture here with us on Pop. And you know they have to do a little something before they leave us. So stay tuned for that.
Trinidad and Tobago, since we first met, you knew it was love at first sight. We've grown your trust by ensuring you're always connected. From TNT's first fiber to the home network to true 4G LTE connectivity. No matter how far you roam, no matter how you choose to be connected, Digicel is always close by, and we've always invested in you. That's why our greatest achievement will always be you. Digicel, we're better together.
Back and Pop with the legends. That's right. On either side of me. We could not leave today with the extempo champion, with the mega producer, and not leave with a little something. We have to leave them with a something, you agree?
Well,
So,
let's see what it is.
well, yeah. Well, you know, this is what I call build a song. So I have trusted implements to play. You know, so if I can just get that there, let me just go right here and get things. We have the original Afro pick. I even have a grater, so I'll let you hold on to this.
All right.
And that.
Good.
And
Remember
of course, the grater.
No, it's a pocket in the back of your head.
And leave it there.
To do that.
Yes.
You used to be able to do that. And I know you don't drink, but just hold that for me. That's a bottle there. And we have this. So what I'm going to do, gentlemen, I'm going to let you have this.
Uh-huh.
All right, bottle and spoon. And I get, you know how long I actually want to do this. I'm so excited. So we're going to build a song. And right. And
So my bottle and spoon, mango be ringing out well tune.
not that.
Oh.
Okay.
You're giving Relita his royalty.
I know, right? Okay, so this is what we want to do. You came here, a few things happened. We found out that we're related.
Right.
You're not only related to me, you're related to the producer. You're almost even related to Navindra Abukan, the director. So I want you to include a song with that. I want you to include a song just about pop generally and experience here. You came, you knew people on the set. You know, so it's a whole kind of family vibe that we have going.
I'm not promising
And-
to sing. He'll do the singing.
You do the singing and we'll just be backup accompaniment. Right? So I think we're ready.
All I have to sing, poo-wah. That's what they used to do long time, my father and they.
Okay, what do you want us to sing now?
Anything, let's go.
Let me go. I don't know how to do this, but hey. I feel
So
this is
happy, I could not stop when I walked in this room and I got on top. I want to tell you, friend, how I understand. When I walk in here like a family reunion, I telling you, and then it was plain to see. They took me to a kitchen to make a cook out of me.
Cook it.
Cook it.
Cook it. Cook it.
I'm sure I'm not doing
They
it
even
right.
give me a trophy saying that I was good. The things that they put in front of me, I cook it the way I should. People there just eat it. And it did not drive. At least my food was tasting good because these people still alive. What we do was
Cook it.
cook it. We
Cook it.
cook it. We cook it. We cook it. This pop veneration, well, it was so nice. It is something I felt good about, so I could do it twice. Next time you have a next session, don't keep it in vain. Feel free, you know my number. You can call me back here again.
Cook it.
Cook it. We
Cook it.
cook it. We
Cook it.
cook it. We
Cook it. Cook it. Cook it. Cook it. Cook it.
cook it. We
Cook it.
we cook it. Cook it so good, I tell you, that there's no time to stop. This is me and Diva and all the rest having a damn good time on Pop. Cook it.
Guys, I will never be hired to do this. I just want to say, meanwhile, you all were excellent. Thank you for being a part of it. I had so much fun. Winston Gypsy Peters and Carl Beaver Henderson, thank you for popping with us on this episode. Bye, guys. Until the very next time. See you on Pop.